There's a vacuum of global leadership. There's a vacuum of responsibility about taking the world forward in a collective way that has all of our interests. If you look at these UN population projections going out to 2050, there's a range of uncertainty of 4 billion people. But nasty individuals who might just feel crazy have more power. So I'm not that worried only about, say, Islamic fundamentalism or jihadism. That's obviously a big worry. But I think that those people want to take over the world, and therefore they want a world that actually works, that has food and agriculture and people on it. People I worry more about are sort of the crazies, you know, like Waco, Texas, Armageddon, my girlfriend left me, my mother doesn't love me, I don't like the world, I want to die, and I want everyone to die at the same time. That's the sort of person that worries me. Crazies, pure crazies. And the big challenge for all of us is how do we make sure that there are no crazies around that have done very good biochemistry degrees and have DNA synthesizers and can recreate, say, a smallpox or Ebola or something like that.
Okay, here we are at Secret Garden Party. It's Friday, I think, on the first day. And if you look here in the forum, right now we have Ian Golden, the former Vice President of the World Bank, will be giving a deeply informed presentation on where he sees humanity in the future. So I think the viewer knows my feelings on the World Bank in the forum. Let's have a look.
Hi Ian, again, just so that I guess everyone can agree, thanks very much for taking the time out to come and speak to us here. It's not so much a question as a statement I have, and I'm sure someone in your position can take criticism, of course. I think you can fool a lot of people, but you don't fool many of us. To get to the Vice President of the World Bank, you have to really bow down to a lot of psychopathic and evil people. You mentioned how Islamic fundamentalism and jihadism is a force for evil, where we all know the American and the Israeli are the biggest terrorists in the world.
Nonsense.
Also, you mentioned that climate change, the skeptics should come to you. The massive science, all the scientists across the world are entirely divided. So I believe you're pushing a transhumanist, global government, one world government agenda, and you're here as nothing but a propaganda pusher. But hey, I guess everyone else is free to make up their own mind, but I'm sure we can have a beer afterwards and discuss it, but that's my criticism towards you. Thank you.
I've never had that variation on the criticism, but I recognize it. And why did I become Vice President of the World Bank? I think I became Vice President of the World Bank because I'd worked with Nelson Mandela before, that the South Africans felt it was important to have someone senior in the World Bank to try and change the institution, and then I was regarded as a credible person for that, both externally and internally. Whether that was because I was sycophantic towards Jim Wolfenson, the president, or Nelson Mandela, or anyone else, that's a personal view. I think those institutions are institutions worth being with. They make a huge difference to the world. and I hope that when I was in them, I was able to do something good. But yeah, if you think that anyone that works there, or that anyone that's senior there, is necessarily evil, then I'm necessarily evil.
You're now saying they're great, but you just said that they weren't good.
It's not even that, it's just what your show shows. I mean, everything you're saying is get ready for the one world order. These organizations are so passé in last year. Get ready, everybody. There's going to be nanotechnology. Step up for your new iChip. You can get your first 1,000 downloads free in your ear. Oh, you want to perform better like this little mice? You can get your next little chip or something spliced in your genes. It's eugenics. It's the root.
It is eugenics.
It is eugenics.
You can't stop that
You
development.
can assume that most of us are gullible and partiers and just going to line up to take it. But I will tell you, there's loads of us that know what's going on.
I hope my message was the opposite. I hope if I sounded like an evangelist for this, I've really screwed up in my talk. I hope my whole talk was, these are some glimpses of some things that I think are happening. I don't think that they are good. I don't think that they are good. I think, and I hope the message of my talk was, worry about this, become active about it, become engaged with this, because this is stuff that's happening. That's all my talk was about. It wasn't that somehow, I don't think that genetic manipulation to enhancement is good. I certainly don't believe in enhancement. I believe it's going to increase inequality in the world, which I'm really fierce against. But I think it's happening. I worry about it.
To emphasize that point, because you're showing like the different things that are happening, but it doesn't.
No, you said that global governance is necessary. You're talking about global dictatorship. There is no such thing as global governance because you can't have a democracy. You can't have a global democracy. There's no such thing. 20 people controlling the world is not a democracy. That's not governance. That's dictatorship.
No, I agree with you. That's why
it's necessary.
Just let your people know that
you don't agree with me.
This is not about global governance. It's about a new. This is not about global governance. It's about a new. This is not about global governance. It's about a new paradigm of being of understanding globalization.
You're
a more integrated world.
You're recounting Zbigniew Brzezinski's grand chessboard, global governance, dictatorship.
Ian, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Sycophantic.
Free speech, I have to say it.
A short comment, okay? I graduated with a Masters in Conflict Resolution in 2008. Because we were in the middle of a credit crunch, so I started driving a taxi. After that, my friend gave me a job. I'm building gun sites at the moment to help kill people more efficiently. That's what I'm doing at the moment. But coming here today and listening to you speak the way that you did makes me a little bit more positive about the fact that people can do good things.